Dua Lipa has been around since 2015, but she mainly shot the stardom once New Rules started playing on the radio. The song was a massive hit and quickly made Dua Lipa Spotify the most streamed woman of 2017. It was a feat worth noting, especially since other young female artists were having a hard time getting the recognition they deserved, whether it's her super catchy beats or relatable lyrics. Dua Lipa is clearly a star material, but what's been going on with her lately? Keep on watching to find out if there's something weird is happening with Dua Lipa.
Hey, I'm Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa was born in London, England, to Albanian parents. Her name, which means love in Albanian, is one to be remembered. If there's one thing that stood out with Dua, it's that she always had an independent streak about her. Her family moved to Kosovo when she was 13, but at 15 Dua headed back to London alone to work on her music career.
What would you be if you weren't a musician?
Absolutely nothing.
One, she living absolutely alone and doing all the cooking and cleaning. Dua told Enemy that she really had to mature and grow up before her time. Despite her young age, Dua does seem to have an old soul. She definitely marches to the beat of her own drum, but that makes her all the more relatable. Dua was working hard on her music career ever since she was a kid, and it paid off. At the age of 18, Dua was working as a waitress, but she signed her record deal. It's been an upward journey ever since. In December of last year, British Vogue got Dua for the cover of their January issue. The magazine even went on to call her the biggest female musical export since Adele. The young singer just finished her massive world tour. Even though she only one album under her belt, she's proven to be an inspiration and voice for her millions of fans, most of them being a young woman. Dua Lipa could never rise into fame at a better. Somehow her fellow female artists couldn't seem to shatter the glass ceiling. Other young female singers like Zara Larsson and Marie and Billie Eilish couldn't seem to top the charts the way male artists did in 2017. That is until Dua Lipa came out swinging, using a combination of pop, tropical house, R&B and dancehall. Dua appealed to many. Her empowering messages behind her lyrics, along with her don't give a bleep attitude, made Dua one of the biggest icons for young women everywhere. Dua wasn't and isn't always the confident woman we see on stage. Just like everyone else, she has her insecurities. She told British Vogue that while she's confident with her body, quote, "there always gonna be something you don't like," end quote, but she has a helpful tip for boosting self-confidence. Dua stated that it's so much healthier to tell yourself two things you like about yourself every day. As an example, Dua tells herself that her skin is looking great instead of scolding yourself over the amount of pasta she ate the week before. Knowing this, we see Dua as a music icon who promotes self-care besides inspiring her millions of fans to work on their emotional and mental health. Dua Lipa is a staunch feminist. In the January issue of British Vogue, Dua tells Xing Chen that feminism's not about man-hating, it is about acknowledging that women deserve the same opportunities. Dua expresses that she's sick of hearing all about the strong, important men who have changed the world. "We agree that it's about time women are recognized and represented in society's narrative." It helps that Dua is approaching this the way she knows how, with catchy tunes that anyone can steal. Despite only being in the music scene for a handful of years and only releasing one album, Dua Lipa is dominating the industry. Her success is measured best with awards and nominations, which she got a lot of in the past couple of years. The awards did not wait at all. They started coming ever since her first album was released in June of 2017. That year, Dua won the Enemy Awards for the Best New Artist, as well as an MTV Europe Music Awards for the Best New Act. Some people would say that being recognized as a breakout artist isn't a guarantee for lasting success in the music industry, but Dua Lipa may be an exception. 2018 was a year of awards and nominations for the young star. She was the first ever woman ever to be nominated for 5 Brit Awards in a single year. In February that year, Dua took home 2 Brit Awards, one British Breakthrough Act and the other for British Female Solo Artist. Dua was a familiar face at the MTV Europe Music Awards as she now nabbed the Best Pop Award in 2018. Dua Lipa songs were more than just chart toppers as well, they also helped Dua bag even more awards in 2018. The video for her hit single New Rules won a DNA Award in Direction for Music Awards. It also won International Song of the Year at the last 40 Music Awards. New Rules also won the Best Song to Lip Sync to at the Radio Disney Music Awards. Dua Lipa went on to be nominated for many other awards, earning 103 in total since her debut, but one of the biggest honors a music artist can hope for would be a Grammy. Despite all the controversy surrounding the show, winning a Grammy is still a dream for many artists. It's safe to say many Grammy winners would be keen on giving up their award. So do you guys think that Dua has what it takes to join the ranks of Grammy-recognized artists, or just another flash in the pan kinda star?
So monumental, Beyonce.
It turns out the Academy behind the Grammys were very impressed by Dua Lipa. The 23-year-old won not one but 2 Grammys at the 2019 ceremony. She won Best New Artist and shares the Best Dance recording with Diplo and Mark Ronson for the song Electricity.
Grammy goes to
Dua Lipa.
Dua made sure to show some love for fellow female artists who were nominated for the Best New Artist, after which she said,
I guess this year we've really stepped up.
"Those who are aware of the controversy surrounding the Grammys know what this refers to." Back in 2018, former president of Recording Academy Neil Portnow was asked to comment on the lack of women recognition in the Grammys. He said women needed to step up if they wanted to win more awards. The comment received so much backlash that Portnow stepped down from this position at the Academy, but it seems like even in 2019 he's not allowed to forget his sexist comment. Dua made sure of that. Reporters followed up with her about her step-up comment in the Grammys press room. Dua kept it sweet and appreciative as she expressed gratitude for being part of the nomination. She said having so many female artists nominated is a big change, and it's definitely a change we all should welcome. Dua's shady comment isn't the only though worth noting from Grammys this year. She took the stage to perform, and it looks like she also took a page out of Ariana's book. She performed alongside Street Vincent with a mashup of their song One Kiss and Mass Seduction respectively. The two were dressed up and made up eerily alike. Both wore black and white with hardware-inspired details and sported raven black bobs. The concept of a female artist seducing a look-alike is nothing new. It seems like Dua, with the help of St. Vincent, wants to promote the same message: make loving yourself your top priority. For many, the performance and its underlying message brought out many questions. Some members of the LGBTQ community are tired of the lesbian doppelganger trope. They feel as though it reduces queer women's lives or relationships to a fetish or a symbol. This reaction came up mainly because Street Vincent herself is a queer woman. It begged the question, what exactly Dua Lipa trying to say? The mixed message of her Grammy performance is not the only thing that caused us to wonder if something is weird happening with Dua Lipa. Just when we thought Dua had the perfect night thanks to her double win at the Grammys, a scandal broke out. Awards show celebrations don't end after handing out the golden trophies. After parties are always the must for the celebs, who just sat through an hours-long ceremony. Even we have to admit that'll make anyone crave a cocktail as soon as possible. These star-studded parties are usually just chances for the celebs to mingle and wind down after a long day, but for Dua Lipa became the scene of a meltdown. Dua's dating history, thanks to most of her songs being about boys or relationships, and no secret. Many fans expressed dismay when Dua broke up with Lainey frontman Paul Klein and got together with her ex Isaac Carew. No one hesitated to reference Dua's New Rules, which she clearly broke. Dua remained unfazed, even taking to Twitter to reply, "Sis, get a grip," to a user who reminded her that she broke her own rules. Currently, Isaac and Dua are back together, but it seems there's trouble in paradise, and Dua was quick to air their dirty laundry in public, of all night to expose their relationship troubles in public. It was the night at the Grammys after party. US DJ Diplo threw a post, a Grammys bash, which Dua and her bae Isaac were invited, but during the party Isaac may have gotten a little too close to comfort to some girls, none of whom were Dua Lipa, according to a music insider who told the story to The Sun. Dua yelled in Isaac's face and stormed off. She then proceeded to give Isaac the cold shoulder the entire night. For some it may be an overreaction on Dua's part. After all, talking to girls doesn't necessarily means cheating, but Isaac's past behavior may have sown seeds of doubts in Dua's mind. In 2018, a leaked video of Isaac dirty dancing with another woman in a London nightclub made rounds online. Dua was on tour in the US at the time, but reportedly forgave him for his behavior. Maybe third time's the charm. After the Grammys after party, Isaac took to Instagram to show Dua and the world how proud he is of her. Quote, "I told you you'd be walking away with two, but you're too humble to admit. So proud of you." Is this another case of Dua stepping aside from her man? Maybe she needs to write some new rules, but at the same time she doesn't give an F. Speaking of new rules, Dua says she only has for the year ahead get new music out. Dua told Rolling Stone that her top priority for 2019 in getting back in the studio with fun stuff for everyone. Her not taking any of your BS attitudes was in full swing, and it only gets people excited for her new tracks. Whether Dua's writing up new rules or breaking old ones, we just can't wait to see what she comes up with next. Well, that's a wrap. Make sure you leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and make sure to subscribe to Boom Bang and like this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.